Hi, my name is Amanda Herbert, and I'm reading a short story called Together Goodbye. The reason I wrote this short story is because I'm graduating from high school this year, and even though I'm excited to graduate, I'm also nervous too. And this is about my feelings toward graduation, but also the friendships I have formed over the past 7 years. Together Goodbye. It didn't hit me that I was graduating until my last high school musical was performed. And when you grow up with the same people for the past 7 years in a small school, it's hard to imagine leaving. I'm excited to graduate, but now I'm also afraid. Chatter, that's all you hear. Once it's lunchtime, my large hallways seem very small. All the classrooms are names of college, and college is the last thing on my mind right now. Students come from every direction, teachers yelling, "Go to lunch." An aroma of pizza comes to my senses, and as I sit down, I saw my friends Maya, Zara, Mike, and Raina come down for lunch. Raina has long brown hair and a lot taller than me since I'm only 5'2". Maya and I have been best friends even before Raina and Zara joined our circle. Maya is quiet, but she has an outgoing side too. And while Zara is very tall, almost 6 feet, and very outgoing, in the end, we balance each other out. As I look around the lunchroom, it gives off a different feeling, knowing that things will begin to change soon. Senior year, the time to figure out who you are and who your real friends are. People might define me as shy, since I have a fear of speaking in public. But once I feel comfortable around people, it doesn't matter. I just become me. Here I am, Alyssa, feeling alone. "Alyssa, something is wrong. I could see on your face," Maya said. They could tell they don't want to be bothered, so Raina posed a question while Zara was playing with my short black hair. "So, did you hear that graduation is going to be at the Apollo?" Raina said. "Yes," the rest of us said in unison. We were talking about what we was going to wear for prom and graduation when Zara asked a question. What happens for us after college?" she asked. That's when the table got silent. All of us are planning to go to different colleges. We looked at one another, and no one spoke for a moment. "We'll still keep in contact, right?" Maya said quietly. "Of course," I said. We started eating, and the conversation stopped. And even though the cafeteria was loud, it felt silent, a pin drop. That's all I heard, and that made me fear for the worst. "Just because we're all going different places doesn't mean we can't stay connected," Zara said angrily. We looked at her and nodded. "What if we don't?" "Look at it. We're not going to be in the same place. We're probably just going to forget about one another," Maya said. "Don't say that," Zara said quietly. I wish that this lunch would go by more quickly than it is right now. It felt like the walls were closing in around me. I just want to run away from this. "Look, we're not going to throw away all these years of friendship because of change," Mike said. 10 minutes after lunch," the teacher screamed. Right around that, my other friend Steve comes over. "So what are you guys talking about?" he said. I figured he overheard the conversation. It was silent for a moment. He was looking at all of us. I looked at my food and realized that I haven't touched it. My pizza must be cold. I didn't have an appetite now anymore. Carter said quietly. "Why do all of you look so sad? College should be exciting," he said. "It should be," I thought to myself, but now I'm afraid what might happen over the next couple years. Just because college will start for us soon doesn't mean the way things are now have to end. It'll be a change, a new beginning, but not an end," he said solemnly. We all looked at each other and didn't say a word. I was going to say something, but the teacher came to the table and said we can go back to classes now. We walked up the steps in silence. And when we finally got to the landing, Zara went to the left, Maya went to the right, and Ray and I walked together. And lastly, Mike and Steve went the opposite direction. I turned around, and Zara and Maya were smiling at me sadly. As I walked down the hallway to my class, I knew in my heart after graduation this wouldn't be goodbye.